What's going on, guys? So in this video, we're continuing our HTB Academy module, attacking web applications with FFUF. So in this exercise, I'm going to show you guys how to do the filtering results section. So this section goes over Vhost fuzzing or virtual host fuzzing. So let's jump right in. So let's scroll all the way down to the bottom, spawn your target host. Now in the cheat sheet, the main command that you're going to be focusing on is this one right here. So let's go ahead and boot up your Linux environment or start your instance if you're using the instance in HTB Academy. So the first thing, so let's read the instructions here. So it says try running a vhost fuzzing scan on academy.htb and see what other vhosts you get. Okay, so we know that this IP address belongs to academy.htb. So the first thing we want to do is we want to put this IP address in our DNS file, DNS host file. So in Linux, that's going to be in this /etc/host. So I'm going to modify that file. So I'm going to do sudo, I'm going to use nano /etc/hosts. All right. So let's go ahead and modify this. So I'm going to put in 178.62.91.197, and then we'll tab, and then this is going to be academy.htb. And then Control X to exit, and then Y to save, and then enter. All right, so that's saved. So now let's go ahead and use that command. So that's going to be FFUF-W. And then, of course, the location of your seclist directory. So mine's in the user share. And then we're going to be using the DNS subdomains top 1 million 5,000 text word list. So go ahead and put the location of that word list here. So I'm going to type that in, top 1 million 5,000.txt. And again, the word list, the results that we get, we'll save it in fuzz-u, and then we'll put in the URL. So academy.htb, and then the port is going to be right here. So 32564 for me. 32564. And then now to put in the header, the host header, it's going to be -h, and then it's going to be quote host, and then colon, and let me drag this window just a little bit here. So colon fuzz.academy.htb, and then make sure you close quote there. So pretty much what this is doing is we're going to run this FFUF command, and our target URL is here. And so now that we put this academy.htb in our DNS host file, it knows to go to this IP address, right? So we have this now for the header, right? To locate the virtual hosts in this domain, we're going to put in the results we get from this word list. We're going to substitute it for the host header, and then see what we get. So let's go ahead and press enter here. So you're going to see a bunch, right? So everything returns 200 OK, right? The size is 986. So I'm going to scroll all the way back up to the top here. Scroll all the way to the top. All right. So here's all the common subdomain names, right, that we get from the word list. Now everything's returning 200 OK, and the reason why is because we're able to navigate to this URL. We're just changing the host header information. It's always going to return 200 OK. So in that case, it's just going to return all the results from that word list. Now to filter it out, you have to get what the common size is. So we know that the common size is 986. You can see if you scroll down, it's all 986. So how do you filter those results? Well, it's pretty easy. So let's scroll. Well, actually, let's just hit enter a couple times. We'll clear this. We'll do up arrow. So that command to filter is going to be -fs, and then that size, so 986. And then go ahead and press enter. So now you can see a lot less results, right? So now we have two subdomains here. So we have test and we have admin. So I'm just going to Control C out of here. And the answer is going to be test. So in the hint, it says write the answer as .academy.htb. So the answer is test.academy.htb. So that's the other vhost you get. So in order to kind of, I know the concept of virtual host was kind of confusing to me. I'm going to put this link in the description as well. But this kind of helps explain it a little better. So, virtual hosts. So for instance, if you have an Apache web server and you have an IP address on your NIC card, and that's going to be hosting your web server, right? So on your web server, you can have two different websites, right? So in the article, if you scroll just a little bit down in the middle, this key line kind of made it easier to understand. So when the Apache web server receives a web request, it's going to look for the host name entry in the HTTP header, and it's going to serve that corresponding website. So it receives a request, and depending on the header, it's going to serve that particular website, right? So in our case, we're testing, every possible subdomain name, or at least the top 1 million, right? So we're going to be searching for all those and then seeing which ones actually exist. And in order to see which ones actually exist, we have to filter out by using the size that we get in our previous results that we found. So it takes a little while to kind of understand, but take a look at this article. Kind of goes over, how virtual hosts work. But in any case, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, leave a comment if you have any questions. I'll be glad to answer them, and we'll talk to you guys later.